And we live. What's going on?
Hey, finally.
Y'all already know, bro. Got the homie Cody up in here, man. He one of my most biggest supporters and subscribers on my YouTube. We've been meaning to do this for a while. I got him in on the channel. You know, we're going to talk about the series Invincible. We're going to talk about season 1, the aftermath, everything that happened, our thoughts, man, how we feel about the show so far. Gonna throw a little comic book discussion up in there too, probably some comparisons. Man, y'all already know, join the chat. Let us know what you think. Comment, say whatever y'all want. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about that too. Let's get up in there, bro. So, man, Cody.
Is it all right if I do a shout out right quick?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Hold on.
All right. I want to give a shout out to my brother Colton Flath that got me into Invincible. He drove me up the wall trying to get me to read it for forever. And when I finally did, it was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Hey, man.
I want to give another shout out to my brother Marshall Schutz, who decided to read the comic faster than I did when I recommended it to him.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how it is.
Yeah.
It'd be like
so I just wanted to give a shout out to my two brothers who rode that Invincible journey with me.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, bro. Like, that's actually what I was gonna ask you to start out the discussion, bro. How, like, go in a little bit more detail with that. Like, how exactly did you get introduced to Invincible? And you know what I'm saying? Just quick summary. What was your first thoughts like when you just got to that moment where you just like, I'm locked in? Like, I want to know what that moment was and like what your thoughts were when you know what I'm saying? Like, let's go through that whole story.
All right, so basically Colton, the buddy I just shouted out, he's a buddy I work with. And I usually come in, or he comes in when I leave for work, and we always talk about comic books every night.
Okay.
So he told me about Invincible, and he was like, bro, you like Spider-Man, you're going to fucking love Invincible, because Spider-Man's my favorite superhero.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, bro, read it. And months go by, and I'm like, all right, I looked at the first issue a couple times, penned through it, whatever. And then finally I read through to like issue 11 and 12. And you know what happens in issue 11 and fucking 12. I know. So after that, I was like, fuck, I'm hooked. I'm not going to stop reading. And
I think that's the moment that got everybody right there. I think that's
what I tell everybody. When I tell them to read Invincible, I say, bro, read it to issue 11. And if you're not interested in it, just drop it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that's the hook point right there.
Funny thing, man, when you actually read into how Robert Kirkman was making the comic and all that stuff, he actually said that he wasn't planning on doing the twist that early. He was actually trying to do it around like the 20s or 30s, but the comic wasn't selling well, so he threw that twist out there quick to pull people in. It immediately just turned everything around for the comic, man. You know, so like I feel like
thank God for The Walking Dead.
Yeah, man. You know, so it's pretty cool that we actually get to see Invincible come to life like this, similar to how The Walking Dead was. Let's just hope it ends on a much better note than. But
we already got 2 more seasons.
Yeah.
And the thing they fucked up with The Walking Dead was that they didn't stick to the comics as much.
Yeah, they were adding
like a lot of
material.
A lot of the shit from Invincible is 1-to-1 with the comics. They changed some shit here and there. But the first episode and the last episode of season 1 in particular are 1-to-1 to the comics a lot.
What I really like about Invincible, though, that I mentioned to a couple other people I talked to about it, like just fans of The Walking Dead and also have read the comic. What I like what Robert is doing and, the team over there is they're putting a lot of original content in there. But it seems like everything that they're adding is stuff that you don't mind that it's there. You don't mind that they're adding it. It fits like a glove. Like it feels like it should have been there in the first place. And it just further fleshes everything out. And the stuff that they change, you really like that they changed it. Like, for example, I really love how they changed and improved the character of Damien Darkblood. I really love how they did him. I hope he comes back because I feel like they made him leave way too early. So.
Agreed. Yeah, that was kind of a waste to send him off that early in the season, in my opinion. I was really thinking we were going to get a look at Hell, you know?
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, given the response that his character is getting, like they got to bring him back in some capacity. You know, I mean, Robert Kirkman, he did an interview with Grace Randolph after season 1. And he discussed that they're actually going to be changing. They're going to be putting a lot more original content in future seasons. And he also said we're going to get a lot more time with characters that we didn't get that much time with in the comic. He name dropped Battle Beast specifically. He said we're going to get a lot more Battle Beast. So that's super exciting. He loves working with Michael Dorn. I love Michael Dorn as Battle Beast.
That was
whole
amazing.
Episode 5. I fucking lost it, bro. Are you serious?
Oh.
I fucking lost it. Like, bro, the only thing
He wiped the fucking floor. And they tried to act like, did we win? Yeah, we won. They fucking lost. He was bored with their asses.
I like, for real, I don't know why Robot lied to them like that. I would have been like, we got fucking served. The only reason I'd be like, the only reason we lived is by the grace of the God known as Battle Beast, bro. Like that's like he gave us mercy on that day. You know, like, bro. The only thing I didn't like was they made it the name of the episode too, so it kind of confused me that they didn't put that part in there. But Invincible literally didn't land not one punch on Battle Beast. I thought like they took that part out the comic, like when he punched him one good time, and Battle Beast just like he's like, oh, okay, you definitely the strongest thing.
I think they're trying to delve. I think they're trying to delve more into Invincible's
growth,
lack thereof, invincibility. Like, you know, like he's like, still a young Viltrumite.
I actually said that in a previous video I made on my channel, like way before the video, the show even dropped. I was it's called Is Invincible Really Invincible? I don't know if you watched that one. And what I was talking about was people's conception of the title Invincible. I think what Robert Kirkman meant when he made Invincible, that like when he named him that, is that he's not literally invincible, but he always comes back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or he
the fights with Conquest are a great example of that.
Yeah. Or he literally does like whatever it takes possible to beat his opponent. You know what I'm saying? His arm fucked up. You know what? I'm gonna use the other arm. Both his arms fucked up. You know what? I'm gonna bash your face in with my head over and over until your face turns into sludge. You know what I'm saying?
I already know that's gonna be in the show.
I can't. As a matter of fact, spoiler alert. I know I said it already, y'all.
Oh yeah.
But shit, spoiler alert, man. Like we going deep into some shit. Like I'm sorry, you know, if y'all ain't saying season 1, you know, if y'all ain't read the comic, it's about to be spoilers like fuck. But if y'all interested, because I know a lot of people don't give a fuck. Like I know for a fact, a lot of homies I got, man, they have been begging me like, bro, what's gonna happen? What's going on next, bro? Season 2, when it's coming out, bro? What's going down? What's going on with the Viltrumites, bro? Like I'm getting questions like it's crazy, man. Like I love the effect that Invincible is having, because I've been telling people like literally till I was blue in the face for years, bro. Like I had a YouTube channel before this one, you know what I'm saying? It's doing real good. I had a YouTube channel before this one. But it didn't do nowhere near as good as this one. Like this one, I'm already like at 400 in under a year. While as my first YouTube channel, I was man. Look, you know what? Matter of fact, appreciate and love all y'all, man. The support y'all give me, bro. Like I love all y'all, bro. We going up, man. We gonna keep going up. The Invincible community is strong. We gonna show them that we invincible as well. You already know what I'm talking about.
Hey, Viltrumites take flight.
Viltrumites take flight. You already know what's up, bro. You already know what's up, man. Viltrumites take flight, bro. Hey, look, man. Look, if y'all got a Facebook, get on Facebook. Join the Facebook group. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't posting nothing on there long as hell, though. I got.
It's not nearly as active as it needs to be, for sure. We need to be doing some work.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, bro? You know what, man? I can put you as a how that shit work, because it's my first time making a community.
Bro, I haven't fucked with Facebook groups since like 2012. I was just
about to say, I think I could make you a admin, bro. That way, like you'll be able to like run it and do stuff on it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm not around, and I know you'll probably.
I know you don't really fuck with Facebook that much in the first
place. Yeah, I know you'll probably have a lot more. You'll be able to control it a lot more than I would. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm down with that, bro. If that's what you want.
I'm about to say, yeah, bro. If you down with that, bro, I'll let you run the Facebook group, because I'm already on Twitter, Instagram. Then I'm running the Discord. You know what I'm saying? Then I
need to join that Discord.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. The link is man. You can check any video, really. I got the link.
I've seen. I know you keep in the description. I'm just lazy.
Yeah. You can check that shit out, bro. Like it get bigger and bigger every day too, bro. We up in there talking about Invincible. The Discord is called IDs, man, for Invincible Disciples. You know what I'm saying? So we up in there.
Nice.
We doing that shit, bro. But yeah,
so I want to talk about something.
Go ahead, bro. You got the floor. Man.
I've got the Wikipedia page up for season 1.
Yeah.
I really want to know how you felt about the end of season 1. I saw your reaction, but I really want to have episode 1 rather. I want to have a discussion with you about that.
Oh, you're talking about with the Guardians of the Globe?
Yes.
Yeah, man. I feel like that right there was a statement going forward because the whole episode in itself was good, but it kind of like played it safe with the violence and
It
everything,
did.
you know. And
It
I
was
feel
trying to
like,
trick you.
yeah, that's what it was. You know, even with the way the episode started, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure normies, people that didn't know, thought that this was like, oh man, they ripping off everybody under the sun. Like, bro, this is like what? Like, I already know. I showed this to one of my friends, bro. Like when we was watching the episode, he was just like, man, they need to sue these niggas. Like, he was like, what's going on, man? They like, you know what I'm saying? But when we got to the end and he saw what happened, his face was just, you know, and I'm just like, oh, that's what I mean. Like, I love
that reaction.
Yeah, I love how they set it up. I got that video on the channel too. I show my my homie. I think it's called I show my homie. I show my friend. Invincible, but it's literally just the ending. Like I just show him the ending scene, so it's not even that long.
Yeah.
No, but his reaction is priceless. I also recorded his reaction to episode 5, when when Battle Beasts get introduced, and part three to that saga is going to be recording him reacting to the finale because I already know that's going to be priceless.
Bro, the train scene, that fucking train scene, dude.
Bro, I was like, you saw my face. Like I was just like, I was at a loss for words.
I meant to go back and watch your full reaction to that shit because I was only able to see you for a second. I think I was able to see you when Mark threw that first punch at him.
Bro, I was at a fucking loss for words. And the thing that really got me, honestly, that scene really hurt me. That scene fucked me up like on a violence level and like just thinking about how much it probably traumatizes Mark. You know what I'm saying?
For
like
sure, dude.
How quickly his world just turned around. Like it's honestly just the mental strength of him and his mom needs to be commended because I think anybody else would literally go crazy under any other circumstance.
Well, that's the thing. In the comics, Daddy took it way fucking harder, dude.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They did way more in the show. Like the comic, it was like, even if you saw the damage, it wasn't really zoomed in like it was in the show. It's like you really saw up close the amount of damage that was being done to everybody. And the other scene that really got me, actually more than this one, surprisingly, it might surprise a couple of people, is when Mark was trying so hard to save that woman that was hanging out of the building. It was one person as opposed
and her daughter.
And her daughter, yeah, as opposed to the hundreds that went through him in the subway. But that scene just hit me a whole lot harder because you just saw like how hard Mark was really trying to save them. You know what I'm saying? And like you knew that he could. I knew he wasn't gonna be able to do it. You knew he wasn't gonna be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? It was just sad. See him try to hold the building up, and then like the building fell. You know, it killed a whole lot of people in the building fell, and then she died. And then when he realized it, you know what I'm saying? When he held up the arm, and it was just, I was just like, like it was so much, man. It was so much. It was too much, actually. I'm gonna be honest.
Weirdly enough, though, the scene that got me the most emotional throughout the whole finale episode was the baseball scene.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I cried so fucking hard. Dude, like my eyes welled up, and then I just fucking started bawling. And then the whole rest of the episode, I was in tears.
It really, you know what? It really got me. You know what? Because it prepped me for like it did that scene, right? And then you saw like a little bit of it. You saw like, bro, like Omni Man, bro, you ain't all cold, bro. You know you really feel it, bro. You know you got it up in there, bro. And then like it switched to the next scene. And this change from the comic just broke me. Like when he just snapped and he just started beating on Mark, and he was just like, what? And he was like, you know what? What's 17 more years? I can always make another kid. Pop, 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 pop. I was just like, oh my God, bro.
The expression on his face, like he was going fucking, like he was a maniac.
Yeah, like he actually started smiling a little bit in that scene, if you pay attention, like, because he was really like snapping. You know what I'm saying? He was really getting mad. He was getting frustrated at the fact that nothing was going right. Everything was just like, he was just really just letting out all of his anger and frustrations, literally all on Mark's face, you know, and it was just crazy.
It was almost like the years he'd spent there. He probably felt like they were a waste at that point.
It wasn't, man. Like all the time that he spent with Debbie, and the kudos to Debbie too, bro. Sandra is bringing it, bro. Debbie's character in the show is leagues better than she
Fuck
was
you,
in the
Nolan.
comic. Like, don't get me wrong, I respect the comic, shouts out to comic book Debbie too, but she just took way more of a passive role, you know what I'm saying, to everything, as opposed
She was a bystander for most of the comic.
Yeah. In the show,
she served as a victim for every story arc that she was relevant in.
Bro, I swear, bro. And like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, as in the show, she's really doing her diligence, bro. You know what I'm saying? She figured out what was going. Even though I gotta say, where Omni-Man chose to hide that costume, like, bro, you can literally fly anywhere in the fucking world.
Put it on the moon.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you can go to space, bro. Like, you could have dug a hole in the moon, like you said, and just put it there. Like, what the? You could have, bro. Like, come on, bro. Are you serious?
Anywhere else, yeah.
Like, bro,
in your own fucking house. Come on, man.
Yeah, like, bro, they could have literally did, and like, I don't know. It just was crazy. That's like, there's a little couple inconsistencies like that. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't overall bog down the experience. I know it's a couple of people that said they actually don't really like the inconsistencies with the power scaling. How like one episode Omni-Man can take out an entire planet almost, in seconds, and then like in another episode he's having trouble with like the Reaniman. You know what I'm saying? When they never even was that strong in the comic. Now I didn't have a problem with that personally, but I know I got to share the concerns of others. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to bounce that off you.
Yeah.
You thought about that?
Well, the big thing with that is you can easily explain away the Flaxen thing with it being a different dimension and them just being astronomically weaker than maybe even humans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just their technology that allowed them to progress as fast as they did against the human race, not necessarily their biological consistency. Rather, just as well with the other stuff is they are changing things from the comic on a drastic scale.
Yeah,
I think, if I recall correctly, in the comics, Mark was able to kick the Reaniman's ass relatively easily.
He didn't even like put up really. It was no threat at all. Like, nothing.
And in this one, he can't even handle them.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. Shouts out to D.A. St. Clair. Like, the dude, the technological prowess of this dude. And I'm talking about the comic book version. I mean, I'm talking about the show version. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the show version is making some heavy hitters. To make androids that are serving Omni-Man like that, and then you get that tease at the end of the finale of how he had, like, which was also a art stripped right out of the comic, that splash page when you see, remember in the comic when Cecil came to check in on D.A. St. Clair and asked him how the progress was going, and you saw this huge picture of art of the Reaniman and how they look with the gold plate. Yes. So we got to look at that. That scene was ripped right out of the comic and it was put in the show.
Perfect.
See that, and it was perfect. And it just makes me wonder, like, doing the Invincible, like when the Viltrumite War starts and these Reanimen are added and they're fighting, like we get a shot of them fighting like more Viltrumite. Like, this shit is gonna be so fucking epic, bro. Like, I can't even like fathom all of it.
Well, see, that's the thing, is if Invincible right now, before he does all that crazy fucking 2,000-ton weightlifting shit he does,
what's going on, Matt, bro? What's going on with you?
Yo. Before he starts doing all that crazy weightlifting shit, those Reanimen were kicking his fucking ass.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine when the what are they called? The marks that they reanimate. What are their names? I can't fucking remember. It's been so long since I read.
You talking about when the Invincible War starts?
Whenever they start taking the dead marks and making them into Reanimen.
Yep.
You remember that shit?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Well, I cannot imagine how weak Mark is going to be to them when that happens.
I was just about to say, I was just thinking, when I said that, it made me wonder. A lot of people are actually concerned and wondering how they're going to handle the Invincible War, since there's so many crossover characters involved in that. We literally see Sarah Pazzini Spawn. We see Jackie Estacado, the Darkness. We see the Wildcats, bro. We see Youngbloods. We see Spawn. You know what I'm saying? So it's just cool, like the amount of the amount of cameos they got from other comics, but I don't know if realistically they're going to be able to do it like that. So I feel like the best way they can do it is like to be able to up their ranks, have like a good army to go up against the what I'm saying, the Invincibles. Is they're probably gonna have to introduce characters like Brit next season, the Astounding Wolfman, Tech Jacket, what's his name, Super Patriot. You know what I'm
Love
saying?
Super Patriot,
yeah. And then they can also flesh out those characters, and then they can have like to help with their numbers. They can have the Reaniman also on the front line with them. You know what I'm saying, to go up against the other Invincibles. So it's a lot of stuff to speculate on and really look forward to.
For sure. But the only thing that worries me about other properties, like the crossovers we saw in Invincible, the comic book, were image properties. So they were very easy. Like, they could call up Eric Larson, for example, and put Super Patriot in that day,
Like, no problem.
But now, with the legalities between properties and stuff and putting things on television, it's much more difficult.
I think Image Comics is still close, like tightly knit like that as far as like a business goes. They're my favorite comic book publisher because of that. But I feel like they still are kind of new, like fairly new to the TV space. So they're really starting to take off with it. So it still needs to be a lot of stuff done before we can get to the level of spin-offs and, more live action stuff. Like, of course, they already announced they are making an Invincible movie, but that's a long ways off. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like with the success of Invincible, and they also announced that they're working on a Paper Girls animated show for Amazon Prime. They had an article on that. Yeah, now I don't know how far along that is, if it's true, if it's not, but I do know for a fact that they are working on a Fear Agent animated series for Amazon Prime as well by Rick Remender. Now I don't know if you ever read Fear Agent, but you need to check it out. Like, it's not even a long read. I think it's like probably 60 something issues or something like that. But it's a very tightly knit story. It has probably I think 5 or 6 volumes. And it's about this main character. His name is what's his name? Heath Houston. And he is country as hell. Like, you're gonna love him, bro. He's from Texas. The guy's just 100% born like America, bro. It's funny as hell. Yeah, like he looked like Woody, but he's like a gangster Woody because it's bloody as fuck. Like, I'm not even playing with you. Like, the comic is raw. Like, it's bloody, it's gory. I love raw bloody stuff. And it's
me
just
too. That's why I love about Kirkman so much.
Yeah.
Speaking of Kirkman,
if you're not, I'm a Kirkman fan, but another comic book creator you should really check out if you're not a fan is Rick Remender, bro. Like, the guy makes a lot of brutal, really good stuff. A lot of people might think he's a little on the emo side with the amount of characters that he kills and the amount of twists and turns he takes, but I love the surprises that he takes you on. The guy has a hard on for killing off characters you like, killing off characters that you think are the main characters, and then focusing on somebody else, making the story take a turn out of nowhere. Like, the guy loves to just take you on wild rides, bro. Like, it's amazing. But go ahead and take the floor.
Oh, no, you're good, man. I was just looking at his stuff since you mentioned that.
Yeah, but, I got some comments.
Since we were talking about, hell yeah. So talking about Kirkman stuff, have you ever read his other stuff? Like, he did Irredeemable Ant-Man. Have you ever read that?
Irredeemable Ant-Man? No, I haven't read that.
It's crazy, dude. The shit that Kirkman does, he really pushes it. Like, him and Marvel were at odds at the shit he wanted to put in that fucking book. There's a point where he's standing on this dude's shoulder, Irredeemable Ant-Man, and he punches this dude, not knowing his strength, and he punches a hole in the dude's neck. Like,
damn.
Yeah. Like, he's like, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I love when Kirkman does crazy shit like that in comics. It is his writing and his stuff like that is fucking gnarly.
How long is that run?
Oh man, like 3 issues. They kicked him to the curb quick after that.
Damn, only 3 issues?
Or something, yeah. It didn't last very long. And they killed his character off in another story arc, like right after it happened.
Damn.
It was really sad.
I gotta check that out, bro. I gotta read that. Yeah. Bro. That's crazy. But no, I really like I say, I love shocking, violent stuff. I love twist and turn. Oh shit. Hell yeah. Hey, that's a beautiful comparison, man. I was talking about Heath Houston earlier in Fear Agent. He said Woody mixed with Buzz Lightyear. I swear to God.
That sounds good, actually, man.
God, That is exactly what it is. It's like Woody mixed with Buzz Lightyear, but it's gangster though. You know what I'm saying? It's raw.
Yeah.
It's bloody. It's gory. Sci-fi.
It's real.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. It literally scratches everything off the list too, like parallel universes, alternate dimensions, portals, like gladiator arena planets and shit. Doppelgangers. You know what I'm saying? Time travel. Like it flashbacks. Like it literally has it all. Like it has it all, bro. Like you know, fucking androids, aliens with brains inside of their like full. They complete robots, but they have like human brains at the top. Like it literally checks everything off the list, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tentacle aliens and shit, bro. Like big ass tentacle. You know what I'm saying? Aliens, bro. Like it got it all, bro. Sexy women. It has it all. You know.
Okay. All right. I will definitely have to check that out.
I'm hyping it up, bro. But because I ain't read it in a minute, bro. But it's good as hell, though. You need to check it out.
One more Invincible related thing, right quick.
What's up?
How do you think they're going to handle reboot? You think it's going to be like a full season, or are they just going to do it all in one episode?
Yeah. Shit.
Spoilers, by the way. This is way fucking late in the comics. This is after issue 100.
I'd say that could be an episode right there because the episodes.
That's what I was thinking.
The episodes are an hour long. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly don't think they need to draw that out too long. It's going, it can confuse people, and you know what I'm saying.
True.
It could just kind of like throw things off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they shouldn't do it like that. They do need to put it in there now because it would be cool. You know what I'm saying, to just show like how far we've came and to just throw it in there like kind of like speculation on how things could have been. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'll create like a lot of good conversation, you know what I'm saying, in the fandom. And for people that don't read the comics to see that, that'll also create like a lot of good buzz, good talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Plus that big hit at the end when you find out how long he's actually been gone.
Yes.
Oh, when you find out he left Adam for like 5 fucking years, and his baby daughter is now like 5 or 6 years old. Like that was such a big hit in the comics.
I was just like, what the?
How could they do that? Fuck.
Like, yeah, it was good. It was really.
Can you imagine reading that shit month to month?
And then, like, that's what I'm saying. It would really hit because doing that in one episode, it would put us in Mark's shoes because it would make it feel like we was there just for a day or so. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like to him, or like
5 years.
Like, yeah. And then like when we get back, we just like, oh shit. Matter of fact, another thing I wanted to run by you. Shout out to the homie Zuri for actually bringing this up in my last live stream. Not my last, a couple live streams back, but an interesting way that they could open up season 2. And I think it would be a great way to open up season 2 and also introduce a very pivotal character in the series of Invincible, and that is start off season 2 with that epic ass scene where we see Angstrom Levi in that alternate dimension, where we get to see how it would have been if Mark actually listened to his dad and they teamed up and they took over the world and they was fucking everything up. You know what I'm saying? And it would kind of take people back for a little bit. Like it could literally just be the opening. Yeah, it could literally just be like the opening, right? You know what I'm saying? They'll just be like, what the hell going on? Like,
Mark and Nolan kicking ass, destroying the earth, and then pan over to Angstrom Levy and be like, whoa, okay, this is not that earth.
Yeah, they would just be like, what the fuck? Like, didn't he just try like his hardest to fight against his dad? And then, you know what I'm saying, he'll introduce that character, Angstrom Levi, which played, like, I'm talking about, he is a major villain, a reoccurring villain. He's kind of like a little rival, like little nemesis. And I thought it was cool because his character literally popped up an issue, I think, after William brought it up to Mark. He was like, it ain't like you got no arch rival or something. You got like no nemesis or something, or Invincible saying something like that. He was just like, I don't have like no, he said, what if like a nemesis try to like find your identity or something like that? He was like, I don't have like no nemesis. It was something like, like Kirkman made a joke. And then next issue, boom, we get Angstrom Levi introduced. You know what I'm saying? And he literally causes so much damage in the series. He's the one behind the Invincible War. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's crazy to see that. And I know like the way that he's adding so much more development to like minor characters like Machine Head and Doc Seismic and stuff like that. The way he's expanding and making like all these characters so much more entertaining and so much more like you know what I'm saying, fleshed out. I can only imagine what he's going to do to a character like Angstrom Levi. And I'm already like speculating and thinking about on like voice actors they can get. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. They need to get my boy Phil Lamar, bro.
I've heard. You're not the first person I've heard recommend him for that role.
Bro, they need to get Phil Lamar for Angstrom Levi. Bro is a veteran samurai jack, static shock. Man, who else that he did that I love, man? Like, bro, is everywhere. I love him.
He's great.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he's also, you know what I'm saying, an African-American, a black voice actor, voicing an already black dude. In Invincible, what they're doing is they already doing this thing where they kind of race swapping a lot of characters, but they're doing that. What they're doing is they're making them the same race and ethnicity as the people that's voice acting them. You know what I'm saying?
I love that they're doing that too.
Yeah, I like how they're doing it. That's cool, but they wouldn't even have to take that extra step with Angstrom Levi. You know what I'm saying? If they get Phil Lamar, like he literally is perfect for the role, bro. You feel me? You know,
it's a double whammy. It's like he's black and he's good for the role. So it's like it's perfect.
They're checking off two boxes, bro.
With how they're going to handle Angstrom Levi, I do believe he's going to be the major villain in season 2. Like how Nolan was the major villain for all of season 1. Exactly. I believe Angstrom is going to be the overarching villain for season 2. And
makes sense. They're going to open it. They're probably going to open it with him, and then the season finale is probably going to be the Invincible War, bro.
I disagree. I think that putting as for Conquest for sure. I believe Conquest is going to be season finale. I want to talk to you about how I want to talk to you about my speculation for the season 2 finale as well, because I have a pretty good idea how it's going to end.
I got some.
But with Angstrom Levy, though, I don't think they're going to introduce the episode with him because that would be too much fan service for people like us who know what the character is already. I believe it's going to be a post-credit scene, episode 1.
Okay.
And as far as the end of season 2 goes, however, I'm thinking Seance Dog is going to give Mark a fucking visit, and it's going to end with Nolan holding baby Oliver, saying, "Son, we need to talk," when he gets to that bug planet.
Yeah,
that's how I think it's going to end. And then
either that or him just looking at him and saying, "Dad."
Oh yeah, the dad thing, for sure. Yeah. And then beginning of season 3 is going to be the big fight with Conquest when he arrives at that planet.
You know what? I don't know. Like, it would be dope if they did it like that, but with Kirkman saying that there's going to be way more, like he said, we're going to get more time with characters that we didn't really get in the comic. That look, you might think we got shorted on screen time or page time, what have you, with Battle Beast. Bro, we really got shorted on Conquest, bro. So I know they gonna give us some more footage.
We've already seen him. We've already seen Conquest in the show.
And he's not even damaged yet. So they probably gonna animate, you know what I'm saying, what happens with the Ragnars, bro. Like, we gotta see that shit. That shit is gonna be dope. It's gotta be like a fucking massacre, bro. He's probably gonna be the lone survivor, bro. Ready, lit.
It's going to be fucking gnarly.
Bro, I can't wait, bro. I can't fucking wait, bro.
I can't wait for that spoilers, by the way. That scene where he fucking punches through Adam Eve before we realize her healing factor, you know?
Oh my God.
That impact on me that had, I was like, Adam Eve, no! And then you find out she can't fucking die.
Yeah, but Deus mocking her like a motherfucker, like, bro.
For real, man.
I thought it was over with, bro. I thought I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was over with, bro. Like, I thought, like, I ain't gonna lie. I would have been down with it. Like, I fuck with Adam Eve, but I would have been down with that direction, bro.
That's
like,
some Kirkman ass shit to do to kill off somebody randomly like that.
Bro, Invincible was looking up at that nigga, and he just said, like, bro, oh my God, I can't wait till they animate this moment. I'm going to have fucking chills, bro, when they animate this moment, bro. When Invincible, when he get on his knees, bro, and he all bloody and his eye fucked up, and he just got blood running down his face, and he is holding the corpse of Adam Eve, and he just look up and he just like, you know what, bro? I can see the future. And I know You're not gonna live to see tomorrow, bro. You're gonna die today, bro. I'm about to kill your ass right now, bro. And he just Conquest just look at him and he just smile. And he just like, that's what I like. He like, come on, boy. And they just charge at each other. He just like, Conquest is like,
I really, really, really fucking hope they keep that part of the comic where he's like, where Mark is very clearly like almost killed him. And then he's like, is this what you wanted? And he's like, take the good with the bad. And then Mark does the final blow, you know?
Yeah.
I really, because it was another missed opportunity when they took out that fucking line between Nolan and the Immortal, where he was like, I never liked you. And then Nolan's like, the feeling's mutual. Bro, I was like, why'd they take that out? That's so unnecessary.
Bro, I swear to God, like, I thought that they was kind of like building up the rivalry with them a little bit with how they did episode 1, with how Omni-Man was going to save the people that was falling, and then the Immortal was watching it, and then he thought that he missed one, and he was going to try to hurry up and get it, and then Omni-Man caught him and looked at him. He was like, I got it. Like, the way Omni-Man looked at him, it was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Kind of looked at him kind of like, you know, and then the Immortal kind of looked at him like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch ass nigga. Like, you know, he looked at him like he didn't really like him. So I thought that was like them planting the seeds. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it didn't go nowhere. Like, I don't like how they made the Immortal all honorable and shit, like during the final fight, like Cecil, he must be controlled. He would never do this. Like, nah, man, fuck all that, bro. It should have been like the Immortal should have been ready. He should have been wanting that shit, bro. Like when it happened, he should have been like, I know it was you. Oh, bing, bing, bing. Hold him down. We about to kill this nigga. Bing, bing, bing. I knew it was you, motherfucker. I knew it was always. Bop, 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 bop. You know what I'm saying? They should have had it like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he should have been ready and willing. And when all his comrades died, that's when he could have just been looking up at him and just saying like straight up, like with his last words, like I never liked you. And then that's when he could have been like, and just like the feelings mutual. Then he could have fell out. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been
perfect. That would have been perfectly executed.
Even though they cut that out, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give them major props for just improving on the overall damage factor and just strength of the Immortal, because bruh got hands now. I ain't gonna lie. In the comics, I always kind of saw him as a joke. Like he always kind of he never really was a threat to anybody. Like he never really did nothing of note. You know what I'm saying? But when
he was Abraham Lincoln.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like he does that, you know.
And I love that they put that in the show. I love that little clip of bringing him.
I just
that's
love
something I said.
Series.
Way before the show ever was even thought of being 100% real, I was like, when that show fucking comes out, if they don't acknowledge the Immortal as Abraham Lincoln,
I swear to God, I said that same thing. I did a character breakdown of Immortal that I have on my page, on my channel actually earlier up.
I think I watched that when you posted it.
And I said that I was like, bro, I swear to God, if they don't say that he Abraham Lincoln, bro, I'm writing in a complaint, bro. Like, you know, I'm gonna make a whole video calling out a fade to Robert Kirkman until he put it back up in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You better Snyder cut that shit. We want the Abraham cut.
I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of feeling like that when I didn't see Reginald Vell Johnson, when I didn't see Carl Winslow. I was mad as fuck. I thought that he wasn't gonna put him up in there. But then he just popped up randomly in episode 5, and I was just like, oh, shit.
Yeah, but he didn't give him the talk, though, that gave him his name.
I still wish that he was like it. That kind of gets you like, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It gets you a little bit more aggravated, too, because it's just like, okay, if you could put him in there, why couldn't you do the line? You know?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
after the fight, the fight he had with that dude that was trying to get Amber's number, you know? That would have been so easy.
Hold on real quick, Cody. We rapping, you know what I'm saying? We going back and forth so much. Let me look at the chat, man. Let's see what's going on with the chat real quick. Let's say Matt say Marvel and DC need to stop clowning around and get on the hype train that is Image Comics like right now. Hell yes, bro. Hell yeah.
Yes, but they'll never do it. They'll never pull the punches that Invincible punches.
Bro, I've always been fucking with Image like since like way before. I've been trying to tell people about so many Image comics, bro, that I fuck with, like Top Cow comics, even DC Vertigo. Like, you know, I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Like the raw stuff. Like, I love Constantine, bro. I fucking love Constantine, bro. I love Preacher, which is honestly DC Vertical. I didn't even know that first. You know what I'm saying? Preacher is one of my favorite anythings in life. If you haven't
that show, man, I love that show so fucking much.
Bro, I didn't even, I'm playing, bro. I'm playing. I ain't even watch it yet. Like, I watched the first season.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I watched the first season when it came out, but I hadn't read the comic book yet, right? So when I watched the first season, I was like, bro, this shit is dope as fuck. And I'm always the type of person that like reading source material. So I didn't want to continue with the show without reading the comic. So I went and I read the comic, and I was just blown the fuck away when I read it. And I saw how much they changed from the first season when I read the comic. And back then I was more of a stickler for if it's not in the source material. So you know what I'm saying? I never like actually went back to Preacher because I was mad at the fact that they had changed so much. You know what I'm saying? But
that the whole first season is not even in the comic at all.
Yeah, exactly. And then like they introduced one of the main villains that's actually like in the end of the series at the very beginning. What Quinn Cannon? What's his name?
Say that one more time.
What's his name? Quinn Cannon or something like that. The dude that got like the little meat factory, like the guy with the glasses, the bald headed dude. Like
bro, it's been so long. Oh no, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Having sex with like the meat or something. I'm just like, dude, he's fucking weird, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was very weird.
And he got that one-eyed. He got like that one-eyed, like Nazi chick assistant or something. Like it Preacher is fucking insane, bro.
Preacher is definitely an amazing show and comic book. Another one that I like a lot, and this is something that all three of these shows have in common. Preacher, The Boys, and Invincible have this in common: Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg.
Exactly. I love
They know what the fuck they're doing with adult
and they're
comic book related shit.
Fans. They're geeks themselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's and I know Seth Rogen be having that good ass dope. I know I saw it, dude. I know he be smoking some gas, bro.
I love thinking about Alan the Alien being a fucking pothead.
I like smoking some alien weed. That would be
eating
dope.
Some Clans lock, just
they like that, bro. It gotta be something because he dope as hell. Like we gotta have a whole episode or at least a whole half an episode focused on like showing him, going back. You know what? They could actually open up season 2 like that since they ended season 2 with Mark and Alan the Alien talking like that and with him catching him up to speed. Season 2 could actually open up with Alan the Alien with his focusing on him since we barely got any time with him during the season. We could focus in on him. Yeah, we could focus in on him going to the the Coalition of Planets and reporting to the leader. I forgot his name. What's his name? The leader of the coalition.
I should know that.
I can't think of his name and save my life.
I'm gonna Google it. Hang on.
Yeah,
you keep talking though.
Yeah, I was about to say I can't think of his name to save my life, bro. But he reports to him because he has to report to him. He said he was going to. So you could literally follow that. You could show that, and then you could also show the little betrayal scene when there's a mole inside of the Coalition of Planets, and it almost gets Alan killed by a Viltrumite attack, which would be dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll just be really cool, man. Like, see, they have to put all that in there. They got to put all that in there. They have to. Yes. I mean, if they gave so much screen time to an insignificant fucking security guard in episode 1 talking about his surrogate son, then I'm pretty sure they can give Alan the Alien 20 minutes dedicated to an episode to show all that stuff that was in the comic, bro.
I think we're going to get the same way we got Nolan talking about his origin story with the Viltrumite Empire. I think we're going to get a monologue from Alan talking about his upbringing and the breeding camps and being experimented on and, stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. They got to show all that. That would be completely dope. All right, hold on. I'm going to check out the chats a little bit. Hold on. Tell me the name of the leader real fast, though.
Thetis.
Thetis. Okay, Thetis.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I got to make a video talking about Thetis, man. Pretty cool. Guy's an OG.
Yeah, he's pretty legend. There are a lot of people will be like, who the fuck is that?
Bro is a legend, man, because look how old he is. That means he must have been alive for I can't even tally up the number, bro. Like, bro must have been alive for super long.
He was older than Thrag.
That's what I'm saying, man. And Thrag, like, he was the only Viltrumite I've seen that looked that like visibly old. He was older than Conquest. Conquest looked old, but he was older than Conquest, though. You know what I'm saying?
What was that name of that fucking technique that they could prove they're a Viltrumite by ripping their beard off?
Ah, shit. I forgot. I don't know what the
Fuck.
fuck that shit's called. You got to
I
Google
remember
that.
that's how he proved he was a Viltrumite to Nolan. He was like, I
Yeah.
did the something pull.
Hold on real quick. Let me see. Matt said Ant-Man is one of the most dangerous superheroes in Marvel anyways. He could create a black hole if he wanted to. Damn. I ain't even know that.
Oh, true. I never even considered that. He's not wrong. Yeah.
How?
Yeah. Well, he has access to the quantum realm, so that does delves into a lot of shit.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, that's a whole nother. I ain't even gonna. Yeah, I'm not even gonna dive into that. All right, let's see what else he say. He said Image Comics sounds like the type of shit I need to align myself with more. Although I don't think I would want them to own any of my characters. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always recommend people just do stuff independent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, even if they're an independent like company and they, they brand themselves as independent and like they want to help you to be more independent, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you should always do what you can as much as you possibly can on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, get you a business license, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you want to learn how to draw, teach yourself how to draw, take classes how to draw. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to learn how to write or something, or learn how to write better, take you some writing classes, whatever you want to do to work on your craft. You know what I'm saying? If you just put the hard work in, you can do really all this stuff yourself, bro. Like I didn't taught myself how to draw, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm currently about to start barber school next week, bro. I'm about to learn how to cut hair and everything, bro.
Not to mention your rap career.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, I'm saying I'm already rapping, bro. Like I'm teaching myself how to make beats and everything, bro. So it's like really, I want to be a jack of all trades, man. But it's like really whatever you want to do, bro. Like it's all about just like how bad you want to do that shit. I recommend like you do as much as you can on your own before you like start like looking to see like who you want to align yourself with or who you want to sign with or who you want to, you know what I'm saying, like have a contract with or something like that. Like do everything that you can on your own 2 feet first before you try to, you know what I'm saying, like join with somebody else or something, you know. So you know what I'm saying, like that's what I would say. I might not know what I'm talking about though, but anyway, we got another one here from before we get to somebody else. It says I was looking for Bulletproof for season 1 the entire time because I was thinking he should have been in that fight between Battle Beast and everybody else, but I think they're saving them for season 2. Yes, let's talk about Bulletproof. He definitely has to be in the show because the guy has one of the most surprisingly out of nowhere, brutal, crazy, psychologically fucked up, traumatizing story arcs in the entire series that just came out of nowhere. Like I was not expecting his character to have an arc like that, let alone an arc that deep at all. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It
was way out of left field,
not
for sure.
expecting that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he actually was a part of that fight with Battle Beast in the comic book.
They introduced him right after they fired, or they were about to fire Robot from the Guardians of the Globe, and then they introduced him.
Yeah, I was about to say they changed a lot of stuff though. See, in the comic book, they was a lot more brutal, which I'm actually, you know, I wish they put that in there. That could have been more development for a Robot as a character, and it would have been cool to just see that, especially since we saw Cecil kind of getting on them at first, saying y'all have to earn this shit. So it would have been cool. Yeah. To actually see them, and then you also saw them, you know, visibly struggling to be a team. So it would have literally fit like a glove to have like those scenes in there with Cecil getting on them about them not really being that good yet, not really being able to work that good as a team, their response time, the amount of casualties, because they actually had a scene like that as well. When they got back to the hideout, Black Samson, he cut them off from that little celebration that Rex Splode was trying to get them to do. He like, fuck all that. Look, pull it up, Robot. Rex, if you and Monster Girl wasn't over there showboating, focusing on y'all scores and all that shit, then this bus behind y'all wouldn't have crashed with these civilians. It was kids on it, bruh. And he just like duplicate. Like if you had made like a little force field, you know what I'm saying, some kind of perimeter to block, you know what I'm saying? What's his name? The leader of the Lizard League? What's his name? King Lizard or something?
King Lizard, yeah.
King Lizard, like, yeah, to block the King Lizard using his little lizard ray to turn people into little lizards and shit. You know what I'm saying? It just like, I like how they put that in there. But like I said, to further it would have been cool if Cecil just popped up in there with the teleporter or something and was just like, he's not wrong. You guys are so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. You're not half as good as so-and-so. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it would have been nice for sure having Cecil there to support Black Samson's argument for sure.
I got to plug on my laptop before it died. I don't want it to die right now.
No way.
Yeah, but nah, man. Like it would have added to what was in the comic book, and it would have fit like a glove because it would have backed up what Black Samson was already saying. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah.
And also it would have. I liked how what I loved about the comic book is how Donald constantly was giving updates to Robot about how you fucking up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. Donald, by the way. Fuck.
Yeah.
That got me.
Yeah, like I wasn't expecting. Like what?
Yeah, dude. I was so out of left field.
We're gonna go on that later.
For sure. Yeah.
I love Donald, man. But nah, I like how they did it in the comic where he was talking to Robot, letting him know like about his status, and then out of nowhere, Cecil just like, bruh, Robot, you need help. The Immortal, he joined the team. He came back a lot sooner. You know what I'm saying? He joined the team to actually help supervise. Cecil was really like, I'm making him the leader. But you still the leader, but I'm making him the leader. That's what he was really saying. But he was like, oh no, he's just here to assist. You know what
that's
I'm saying?
Gonna happen in season 2, episode 1, I'm sure.
Definitely. But he might not say it like that though. I don't know. I mean, let me take it back. They might still put that scene in there because I didn't think they was going to put the white room anywhere in season 1 because of how long
I thought that was not even going to be in.
I thought they was going to cut that whole scene out, but they put it in there. Now they had the whole talk scene in there, and Cecil. It was cool. I like how they did it. Actually, cool. Shouts out to Walton Goggins, Boyd Crowder. He is killing it as Cecil Stedman. I love his performance. I really love it, bro. What do you think about Cecil in Invincible right now? The show version, really the comic version as well. Just what you think about the character? I really like him, man.
I love him so much. I love how they don't really touch on his gray area personality type deal too much in the comic until way later on. There's this part where in episode 7, where Debbie's telling him to stop the Hail Mary, the kaiju, because of Mark and Nolan. He said, I don't know what side Mark is on, and that's the only thing I know that can possibly kill both of them.
Exactly.
And then she says, I've always hated you. And then he says,
I hate myself.
She said,
too.
No. He said, this is why I hate you. And he said, this is why I hate me.
Yeah. She said, this is why I hated you. He said, I hate myself too.
He knows he has to take certain steps necessary for the protection of Earth, and that was one of them.
Exactly.
And it's not a good thing he had to do, but it's a thing he had to do.
I hear that back there. You got Xbox, don't you?
Oh, I do, yeah. I do.
What you playing?
An old buddy just messaged me asking me if I was on.
You got Xbox One?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna send you my gamer tag, bro.
Hell yeah, dude.
You got PlayStation too?
I don't know.
Okay, well it's all good because I got, man, whatever you got, whatever you need. Dingo's got.
Hell yeah, son. Hell yeah, I'd love to play some Xbox with you sometime.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I got so many games, bro. Like, but nah, man. Shit. What I about to say? Yeah. So the kaiju. Matter of fact, what you think about that? It was a lot of people that like I said, about the whole power inconsistency thing. It was another thing. Yeah. People was really angry. I know a lot of people that was getting on the power inconsistencies about how Nolan literally is strong as shit, but he having trouble with this. You know what I'm saying? And but I'll be so honest with you, man. Unless it's just like unless it's something like, I'm gonna just pull this example, just throw it out there. Unless it's something like a scenario happens where Frieza from season 3 of Dragon Ball Z, that power level Frieza comes back somehow and faces Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and it's like one of the hardest fights Goku has ever had in his life, then I'll just be like, what the fuck is going on, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But with Invincible, I don't think the power gap is that big. And honestly, I come to this show to see people catching fades. I come to see blood. I come to see gore. I come to see good action and animation. And this show does not hold back or slack or lack on any of those fronts. And you know what I'm saying? So I understand.
If anything, it goes even harder.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like I understand where these people are coming from with that, but like I always say, I feel like with stuff like that, whatever the show doesn't have, you can get it from the comic. And whatever the comic doesn't have or doesn't do, you can get it from the show. Whatever isn't fleshed out more in the comic or whatever is like brushed across or whatever you feel like you could have more of or they could have done better in the comic, I feel like the show is there for that. And whatever you don't agree with about the show or prefer or like better how it was done in the original woo, you can just go back to the comic for that. It's tit for tat. It's like the two sides of the same coin. This isn't like another thing where like you know what I'm saying, people like for example like Jurassic Park or something where people are, like a lot of people don't even realize Jurassic Park is a fucking book, you know what I'm saying, and they just love the movie, and then like people that read the book are like super like people that really just know their shit, you know what I'm saying. No, this is something where like Invincible, you need to check out the comic. I'm telling you right now, I don't care if you don't read comics at all. You need to check this shit out, bro. If you ain't never read comics a day in your life, if you think it's nerdy shit, if you think some geeky shit, if you think it's, I never read a comic, I don't like reading, fuck all that. You need to start reading Invincible and check it out. Look at how good this show is, man. I'm telling you right now, this comic has that in spades. And like I said, whatever complaints or things that you feel like you don't get or inconsistencies or whatever you feel like you lacking or don't get in the show, you can get it in the comic, bro. I guarantee you that, bro.
For sure. Another thing about that is the thing that the show is doing so much better than the comic is fleshing out the characters that were glossed over in so many ways in the comic book. Titan, I was not expecting them to do as good a job as they did with Titan. That whole episode, that whole story arc revolving around him and his daughter, we didn't get that. He was just he even I love how he summoned Invincible too. In the comic, he was committing crimes to get Invincible to come stop him.
Exactly.
And in the show, they show he's not that bad of a dude. He's just trying to get out of the shitty situation. And then he's like, wait a minute, I can get more out of the situation than I was originally trying to get, you know?
And I love that line when he just straight up told him, he was like, pain costs money and you got a long ass name.
Yeah, that was really one of my favorite lines of that whole shit.
Like, yeah, but no, I really love how they did Titan as well. And also, speaking of that Easter egg at the end of episode 8, when we saw what it was, Mr. Liu walking inside the room, turning into that dragon, like the other crime bosses and stuff, like they're really setting up the whole Kingpin aspect and what we're gonna see more of from Titan. I know they're gonna expand on that. We didn't really get to see much of that in the comic book, man. I feel like
it was really like Invincible just shows up and wipes the floor with them like once every 20 issues, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Titan just got shorted, you know what I mean? So I feel like they can do a whole lot. It was even less than that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like they can do a whole lot more with that, and they definitely are going to do that.
Based on that episode alone, that whole arc is going to be fleshed out more over the coming seasons for sure.
Definitely, bro, for sure. Hold on a second, man. I gotta get something to drink. I'm hot.
Oh, you're good, man.
I'm moving. I'm talking shit. I'm sweating, man. God, I love Invincible. If you ain't subscribed yet, subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified.
Hell yeah.
Be live. Let me see what's going on.
I figured out the name of that beard pull thing. It's called the two-lock pull.
The two-lock pull. Hell yeah, I remember that shit. Let me see. Matt also said, let me see. After Dominic said, I have a feeling Bulletproof will be in season 2 and season 3, and we went off of that. Matt followed it up and said, Bulletproof seems more like a season 2 type of character, just like Immortal should have been, but I'm not complaining. I don't think Immortal should. I like how they handled Immortal in season 1.
Yeah, they kind of, that's kind of what they did with him. They kind of made him a season 2 character in that he served his purpose in being part of the Guardians of the Globe that got killed in the first episode, and he served his purpose in being the one that shows Mark who Nolan really is, just like in the comics. And all of his character development, such as becoming the new leader of the Guardians of the Globe, is going to be season 2 shit.
Exactly, yeah. So it's like I like what they
He served
did.
his purpose.
Yeah, he did what he had to do. He wasn't even in there that much. And
No.
and after that, he said, Angstrom Levi is literally Lex Luthor and Brainiac with multi-dimensional properties. I
don't know about that. I wouldn't go that far. He's too good of a person from the base. You know, Lex Luthor's crazy.
Mm-hmm. But he did get fucked up though. Like when he like when all of that, like, because I always thought, like, I really hope they flesh that out. They really need to flesh that out when he changes. That whole scene, I cannot wait to see that animated. That whole fight is probably going to be awesome as fuck when they bring in the multiple dimensions of the Mauler twins, and it's just like an army of Mauler twins just beating the fuck out of Mark. Like, and it's, oh man, I can't wait to see that. And then you have Angstrom Levi just like he's saying, like, don't kill him, and then he takes the helmet off, and then when he takes the helmet off, it just fucks everything up. But he still blames Invincible for everything. And
that was really broken logic there.
Yeah. They have to expand on that. They got to change his motivations for why he wants, because he really wants to. And when you think about it, it's like he wants to kill Invincible for his fuck up. Like,
well, yeah. And another thing is, so the thing that was kind of weird with Angstrom Levy whenever he was first introduced was that he wanted to better the world with his knowledge. He wanted to accumulate the knowledge of all his other selves and all the other dimensions, and then use that knowledge to improve all dimensions. You know, he was ultimately trying to be a superhero better than Adam Eve could have ever been, because where she can help, build things up on Earth, he can help, bring technology across realities. And then he tries to merge all that knowledge into one brain. Part of me wonders whether or not that would have happened anyway, whether Mark ever would have showed up at all.
Yeah. Either way, I think it would have fucked up. Like, I think it would have fucked him up. I mean, you got to think, man. It doesn't matter what technological prowess you have, what you think you can do. That is way too much to try to take on in one. Either way, he was going to be deformed. I feel it doesn't matter if the thing shut off or not. Like that's just the price that you pay for having that much knowledge crammed into you. You know what I'm saying? They got to go somewhere. That shit not about to fit on his head. That's why it's all on his back and everything. Like, I cannot wait to see his design in the show. Matter of fact, tell me about that, man. What do you think about the art style, like the animation, like the style of the show, how they done it? I've seen a lot of people say it looks kind of like the DC animated universe, or kind of like Generator X, Ben 10 a little bit. But you know what I'm saying?
There's actually a good reason for that. Robert Kirkman actually worked very closely with the studios that worked on the DC animated films. So that's why a lot of that animation looks one-to-one, is because a lot of that stuff
makes sense. Yeah, which makes sense, because I made a video talking about the production studio working on Invincible, and they're called Wind Sun Sky Entertainment. Now they're
in South Korea, right?
Yeah, they're a subsidiary of I think of like they made them like, it's like a company, like a branch, like threw off from Skybound or something like that. Like they locked them in just to make specifically like Skybound properties and stuff, or like Image properties and stuff for Amazon. If Invincible is successful, I already know they're gonna have them like do more stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this like testing the waters. And then when I looked in the background of like some of the names of the people that's working on it, this female, I forgot her name. She worked on Star Wars, The Clone Wars, and she worked on Young Justice. And then you have another guy who actually worked on the OG original Teen Titans. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can see some of that up in there, but at the same time, it's a much more mature, raw take, of course. You know what I'm saying?
It is. My only real complaint.
It's a lot more simpler. Like, it's real simple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but I like Ryan Otley's designs. It really feels like it's like it's like early stage Invincible before like Ryan Otley got in there. Like the it looks real, like you know what I'm saying, simple like angles and artwork and stuff like that. But when it's moving, the movement, like the fights, it's like you feel the punches and the crunches and the sound design. Ooh. Whatever you think they lacking in the animation, bro, that sound design, bro. They do an amazing job with that. Like you feel all that shit, bro. Like that.
My
shit
main complaint, however, is that, and this is my only complaint. The animation's amazing in every other regard except for this one thing I can't help but notice. And it's whenever they're flying, mostly in space, it looks like a mouse is dragging them across the screen. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like you can kind of that's the only thing though. Everything else, the punches and the fights, you know.
I gotta rewatch that, check that out, and like see if I can actually like you know what I'm saying, catch that, you know.
The scene when there's a scene with Alan and Mark when they're in space in episode, was that 1 or 2 when he shows up?
He shows up in episode 2, and then again in the finale.
Yeah. Whenever Mark flies up there to meet him, and you see Alan kind of fly behind him for a second before he actually talks to him, you know?
Yeah.
Or they start their fight, it kind of looked like a mouse dragging across the screen, you know? But that being said, COVID production, you know? A lot, like Falcon Winter Soldier even suffered their CGI a little bit because of COVID. So what can you do, you know?
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like it's still great news that we got a season 2 and 3 announced at the same time.
I was not expecting the season 3.
News. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Hello? Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm about to wrap it up. I'm still on the live stream right now, like I'm live. All right. Let's go through these chats, man. Then I gotta wrap it. I gotta get some sleep for work, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. Can't blame you for that.
Yeah, man. I really don't have to go tonight, but I'm going to get that OT, man. I'm trying to get me a car right now. Saving it for me.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. You got to put in that grind.
Yeah, hold on. Let me read this real quick though. So we got let me see where this at. It say, do you think they'll tie in Angstrom Levi's shenanigans to Omnipotence?
And omnipotence. I think what he's trying to say is he going to become all-knowing across all the universes that he accumulated knowledge from? Is he going to be constantly at access to all of that knowledge at all times?
Are they actually going to show that? Like, really show how?
Is he going to be able to use the accumulated knowledge from all the universes to basically form a probability complex where he'll be able to predict things after they happen based on what happened in the other universes? I think is what he's saying.
That would be dope as fuck. Kind of like he can pretty much predict like what's gonna happen next and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like if he did, he would know that Invincible was gonna beat his brain half in. But still,
true. Yeah, that has to happen in the show because we have to see that shit, right?
Exactly.
But that's another thing. Oh, okay. Since we're wrapping it up, this is one thing I wanted to bring up to you. Since we're having to wrap up right quick, the whole reboot thing. I think that whole thing was broken in that the spaghetti monster, whatever thing that brought him to reboot.
Mm-hmm.
The whole argument that the spaghetti monster had was that you have all this knowledge of what's going to happen. You can save countless lives by going back in time and restarting. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know what you think. I want to know how you think about this, because in my opinion, that's broken logic. In that, sure, they were able to stop Nolan and make him come to his senses pretty quickly, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then over time, the impact of his actions when he originally arrived would change the timeline completely and make all the events that were going to happen different, making it a completely different.
For real, like Oliver probably wouldn't even be born.
Exactly. It's like he's
Alan the alien.
All they're doing is
with Invincible like that.
Exactly. All they're doing is just kind of taking Nolan and making him a good guy sooner. Other than that, he's not helping anything by being there.
Exactly. So I feel like everything happened the way that it should have, unfortunately.
I feel that's going to be acknowledged. Where that was not acknowledged in the comics, I think is going to be acknowledged in the show. Yeah,
where everything has to like come full circle, where you realize that it's not it's not the worst thing in the world that it happened that way, because if it didn't happen this way, nothing like something so much greater wouldn't have been birthed from that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
Invincible wouldn't become who he is, and all this stuff wouldn't have happened. You wouldn't have had the Viltrumite Empire being overthrown and stuff like that. Like everything wouldn't have happened the way that it did.
And he would have had to live with not having his daughter and
He wouldn't have
all
had his
kinds of
daughter.
stuff,
Everything would have changed. Everything would have changed.
Yeah.
Rex
That's going to be a
probably
very...
lived, bro.
Oh,
But
yeah. That wouldn't have been good for him and Eve.
We gotta talk
Dude,
about
Rex in the show,
bit.
man. Bro, Rex is amazing in the show. I love Jason Mantzoukas.
He is.
I love how he got pissed at Rudy for taking his body. Like, they kind of glossed it over in the comments. He's like, what the fuck, dude?
He was like, wait, hold on. He's like, hold on, wait, what, stop, robot, stop fucking me up. That's why right there had me laughing so hard. Like, if you actually watched my live stream, when I watched that, I was smoking, and when he said that, when he was just like, what the fuck? I started choking because I was inhaling the weed right as he said that. So I was like coughing and choking, like laughing so hard at that moment. Like I almost died, bro. Like,
oh yeah, dude.
So right here we got let me see what else. Let's see. It say Dominic Powell says, I hope the reboot arc gets a couple of episodes if it won't get a full season. If we get a Guardians of the Globe spinoff, season 1 would be an original team with later seasons centering on the new team.
I can see that for sure.
That would be
But cool. Invincible is going to have to do way more well than I think it's capable of at this point in time for those spinoffs to be, for them to put the money into those spinoffs,
Yeah, like Amazon has to see Invincible like as a huge money maker. Like they would have to do look, this is what I would love, honestly. I would love for pretty much what 50 Cent did with Power and Stars to happen with Robert Kirkman and Invincible. Now, have you ever watched Power?
I have not. Unfortunately.
That's the next thing you got to get on when you finish Justified, bro. Power is it's a crime drama. And 50 Cent, he's actually behind it. He put it in production. He got it made and everything. And he made a deal with Stars. And like I said, it's his show. It's dope as hell. And he's actually in the show as well. And anyway, he doesn't star in it, but he's like one of the main characters in it. And anyway, Power, it's a 6-season long crime drama on Stars. And but it was so successful, and Stars trust 50 Cent so much that he was able to make a deal to get multiple spinoffs brought out of Power. And a lot of people was a little nervous about this, thinking like the quality might drop and it might not be as good and stuff like that. And but I'll admit, man, like I was surprised. The first spinoff that aired a little bit after the original show finished, I think it aired last year. Power Book 2 Ghost. That's the first spinoff he made. And that's season 1. Yeah. It's pretty damn good. Like it is very good. Like it's really good. And it's getting a season 2 greenlit coming out later this year. And in July, like a couple months from now, he's launching his second spinoff that's going to be about 50 Cent's character in the original Power. It's going to be about him when he was younger because he's a fan favorite. Everybody liked his character in Power. So they're actually making a show about him as a kid when he was younger, growing up in the streets and the stuff that he went through. And they're actually going to have younger versions of the main characters from the main show. It's going to show how 50 Cent met him and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So It's like you just getting more and more of what you already like. You know what I'm saying? He's already
that
announced,
sounds awesome.
And he's already announced another spinoff that's going to follow the secondary main character, because the main character of the show, he has a best friend and a partner, and he's also a fan favorite. Everybody love him. I think even more than 50 Cent's character. And he's also getting a spinoff show about himself and what he does after the original show. And it's going to be called Force, and it's actually coming out later this year as well. So it's like he is just just knocking out hits, man. And it's because of the success of Power. So I really hope that what 50 Cent was able to do with Power at Stars, Robert Kirkman is able to do with Invincible and his properties at Amazon, because he could literally make a spinoff following the Astounding Wolfman. He could make a spinoff about Tech Jacket. He could make a spinoff about Brit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many possibilities, man.
There are, but the only thing with that is it sounds to me like with the 50 Cent stuff, his spinoffs are culminating after the end of the original show, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
okay, so the problem with that
the
is
success of Invincible.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's going to be like that with Invincible, because a lot of, like, with Astounding Wolfman, Tech Jacket, Brit, Guardians of the Globe, Capes, Super Patriot, those all live in the world of Invincible as the story is being told. You know, like,
Yeah.
it's not just like Invincible ends, oh, here's Brit and Super Patriot. It's like they have to exist within the universe for their stories to branch off, you know?
I disagree, honestly, because if you read their independent stories, I feel like they're more than good enough to at least like have a mini series dedicated to them. They don't
I
have to
believe that
have
about Tech Jacket for sure.
like they don't have to have season long shows or anything like that. They could literally do it to where like there's maybe like mini. They could have like similar to how Marvel is doing. You know what I'm saying with Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and all that. They could have like little short mini series, like maybe 6 episodes, 5 episodes. You know what I'm saying, or just like 8 episodes, one season. You know what I'm saying, focusing on these different characters. And I feel like if people like these characters, and if the demand is there, and the success of Invincible is really hidden, like this first season, I'm not gonna lie, I knew people was gonna like it, but I did not know they was gonna bring it to this level. Like season 1 of Invincible is dope as fuck, bro. And it's really getting talked about. Like a lot of people are talking about it, they retweeting it. Like I said, man, I can't even begin to tell you how much my phone has been blowing up with naysayers and people that I've been telling about this show for years, just blowing me up, just like, bro, it's so good, bro. Like, man, what's gonna happen with this? What's gonna happen with that? So it's like the success, I feel like, bro, and we haven't even made it to Conquest.
I know.
Like, so it's just like the success of this show is gonna be there, bro. So I feel like the possibility of spinoffs and more things can really be there.
For sure. That's something I can't wait for, is them fleshing all that shit out. And it's like we've gotten so little. Like, people think we have a whole season of Invincible to watch. We have barely even scratched the surface, you guys. This is barely anything compared to the whole swing of things we're going to get. Not to mention all the spinoffs that may occur. Just the amount of storytelling left, the amount of shit left to do. We've barely even scratched the surface. This is the bare minimum of what Robert Kirkman has to offer you guys.
Exactly, man. And you know what? This is actually an amazing spot to end it, to just tease y'all with what's to come and just, stop it right here. And, we're going to have more videos coming. I really liked doing this live stream with you, Cody. I had a great time, bro.
You care if I give the viewers some Invincible related reading?
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Do your thing, man. Like, go ahead,
all right.
What's going on, bro?
Right before we go, some really good recommendations. If you liked Invincible, Ultimate Spider-Man. Amazing comic book. Longer than Invincible. If you like long reads, Ultimate Spider-Man is great. Another one. Irredeemable. It's Irredeemable is a comic book much like Invincible, in that it's a Superman goes crazy, starts killing people. It's great.
Okay. Who made that?
Mark Waid, I think, was the writer for that one.
Okay, Unredeemable.
And it's very good. He pulls some Kirkman ass shit in that book. Not to mention, I mentioned this earlier. This will be the last thing I mention. Irredeemable Ant-Man. Very short read, just a few issues. But if you like Kirkman and a Marvel comic, that's a good read as well.
Unredeemable Ant-Man. All right, cool.
For sure.
I'm gonna check all those out, man. Actually, I'm gonna try my hardest to remember that, but just to be sure, man, text me those. Send me those on Instagram, man. Send me a list like those, so I'm gonna check those out while I'm at work, man. I'm gonna read those while I'm at work. But
for sure, man. I'll do that right after the stream's over.
Hell yeah, man. But I really enjoyed it, man. I am sorry I was talking so much I didn't have a chance to look at all the chats, you guys. But I'm new at this. I'm getting better though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna manage all this better, bro. I'm so giddy because of how good Invincible is right now. I still can't believe this is a thing and that it's as good as it is, but I fucking love it, man. And I just love talking about it to people that are also fans of this. And it's just great to see more people being introduced to this amazing series. And I just can't wait to see what's more to come from this. And I don't just like Invincible only, man. It's a lot of other stuff I like, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep going strong. We're going to keep this community growing, flourishing, keep it nice, good, healthy. And you know what I'm saying? Just keep talking about whatever we can talk about, man. So let's go. Let's keep doing it, man. Let's keep going up, man. You already know what time it is. Subscribe,
Fuck yeah.
like, dislike if you didn't like, you know what I'm saying? I like all criticism, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think, bro. Hit the bell to be notified for more videos like this one. I'm going to put the link to the Discord in the comment section so you can hit that. Join Invincible Disciples. And also, if you got a Facebook, bro, look up Viltrumites Take Flight. That's my Facebook group for Invincible. It's barren right now. I'm warning you, but I'm going to start flooding that shit and catching it up. If you actually follow me on Instagram on Thin Ghost, I actually have a lot of posts that I just recently been putting up, catching up my Instagram with all the videos that I've been posting on YouTube. So I'm going to be doing the same thing with Facebook, and I'm on Twitter as well. Check me out on Thin Ghost on there as well. And yeah, man. So hope y'all enjoyed the stream, bro. Hope y'all really enjoy Invincible. If y'all don't, y'all playing. Y'all need to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't know what y'all doing with y'all life, bro. And man, I hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. All right,
Peace out, guys.
Yep, I'm gonna see you, bro.
Peace out, brother.